Welcome to my channel, Marty Let's Go Cubs. Today I'll be discussing in detail about my starting lineup Stadium Stars. These are figures that starting lineups came out in the mid-90s as they were pretty good with the regular starting lineup figures. So as you can see, most of these are early 90s, probably 91, between 98. Frank Thomas was a pretty good player. And as you can see, it's a nice figure. The Stadium Stars are pretty good. It's pretty good in detail. This is a pretty good one. This is a Mark Grace one, 1996. And as you can see, Mark Grace is wearing his road jersey. This was the old logo, the Cubs that they wore from 94 through 96. John Smoltz. And some of these figures are limited editions. This is actually 98. And here's Sammy Sosa. And he is a 1999. Sorry for the light here. As you can see, that's wearing his home uniform with his blue and red cap. And of course they've eliminated that red and blue cap to all blue. But that's what they used to use for a while in the 90s. Ken Griffey Jr., another Hall of Famer. It's a nice Stadium Star figure. Another limited edition. Okay. Al Klein, as you can see. Tigers, not a bad. They have to name some of them here. And the famous Mickey Mantle, Hall of Famer, the Yankees. That's a nice figure, how they put, and I like how they do it over the stadium. Of course, a lot of these stadiums are going, they're no longer Carl Yastrzemski and Boston Red Sox. You can see he's wearing his uniforms from the 70s and 80s. You can tell because they're not buttoned down, they're pullovers. This is a 1997 one. And the great Babe Ruth. This is a real nice one. A 1997. Shows him looking like he's hitting a home run. And Reggie Jackson, Mr. October. That's a nice one. A's. Limited edition, 1994. I don't know when they stopped making these Stadium Stars. I think they stopped a few years before they sold it to McFarland. And Dennis Eckersley. Now he was with the Cubs for quite a while, but before that, in '94, actually after, he was with the Athletics. So you see the stadium there. This is a limited edition. And the famous Hank Aaron, Atlanta Braves. You can see kind of the logo in there. It's a nice one of course, that stadium is not there anymore. I think it was County Stadium. I'm not sure the name of it. Lenny Dykstra. And again, this stadium here he's on is gone. The Reds have a much nicer stadium now. It's a 95. And here's a Red Sox one. Roger Clemens. And he's on top of the Boston Red Sox stadium. You see, that's a pretty good. Stadium star right there. Mike Piazza. And the famous Nolan Ryan, Texas Rangers. Of course, their stadium is gone. 92. It's a pretty nice likeness of him. And here's Yankees Bernie Williams. Limited edition, 1998. Don't know how many they make when they say limited. Limited to the amount they sold, I guess. Mike Schmidt, Phillies. Yeah, again, their stadium is gone. And the great Ryne Sandberg, Chicago Cubs. My favorite player, one of them. Ernie Banks and Billy Williams and Ron Santo, and of course, Ryne Sandberg. That's a pretty good starting lineup, stadium star right there. And of course, they're over Wrigley Field, as you can see. That's a pretty good light. And here's our famous Fergie Jenkins. And again, he's over Wrigley Field too. And of course, they remodeled Wrigley Field. Here's another Ken Griffey Jr. And sometimes they make a few different editions. So this is a limited edition 1998. And this is Lopez. And then we got another Cal Ripken Jr. You know, if you're a popular, it's a limited edition. If you're a popular star, they make a few of them. And here's another Frank Thomas. And 1995. It's a pretty good Frank Thomas. Mike Piazza. It's a pretty nice one. This is an all-star one. So they must have the all-star game there. Darren Daulton. Here's another all-star. Man, I sure miss these stadium stars. It's too bad starting lineups don't do them anymore. And this is a pretty nice one. 1995, Mo. And Matt Williams. Baltimore Orioles. And this is a 1996, so you can see right here. Along with my Sammy Sosa. This is, I believe, McFarlane Sammy Sosa figure. Now, it's pretty nice. Of course, you got to leave it in the box or the value goes down. But I found this, believe it or not, at a record store. And they had some figures of like other teams and not of baseball, but from movies. And this was just there by itself, so I picked it up years ago. And Cal Ripken Jr., again, I found this at a flea market in St. Charles, Illinois. And as you see, it's a pretty neat one. Very nice. As you see the top, how they do the top there. So these are pretty cool. And this is my collection of stadium stars. I have a few more that I'll be showing you in the next couple of vlogs. But if you do like what you see, please hit like, and also please subscribe to my channel. It will keep you in the loop for all my daily activities and adventures. Thank you.